Prance it. Yeah.
Reach for the knife. Did you get it?
Welcome back to Behind the Short. I'm your host, Wesley Malott, and today we're taking a look at part 2 of the making of Goodbye, which was written and directed by Brittany Snaman of Indeternal Productions and shot by yours truly. If you haven't seen the short film yet or part 1 of the BTS, be sure to check it out in the description below or in the corner above.
Hi, I'm Brittany Snaman. I'm the director of Goodbye, and welcome to the set.
UVC and just buys everything. What is it for? It's a stool?
It is still 300 pounds. It can handle.
Really? How does it lock?
These over here.
Oh
it just
my
hangs
God.
to it, so it's compacted.
So the plan of attack was to cover up all of the windows on the opposite side of the house while Shelby was getting back into her clown makeup.
The goal is basically have everything done except for the last scene by lunch.
Right.
Then we basically have half. Well, in a perfect world, we have the second half of the day to do all that shit.
That's what I was just saying to Rollins. We should have everything but that done.
Yes.
First up was all of the ominous dolly shots, minus the demon reveal, which would be our very last shot of the night.
Or do you want to just let that dry a little bit more and put his face on first?
Because this should go on first, so the brow can then overlap. I'm just testing a sealer on latex to see if I can put silicone over it, because silicone does not cure in the vicinity of latex or sulfur.
Meanwhile, our makeup team was hard at work getting Kevin into his demon makeup, which was going to take at least half of the day to do.
The paint isn't cold.
Kevin was a trooper and didn't complain a single time despite having to be shirtless outside for the better part of a breezy 50-degree day.
The fatty texture looks so good.
It does.
So just so everyone knows,
This is her torn off face, her cut off face.
So while they were working on that, we were filming the living room scene where Shelby gets the knife behind Andrew.
she's gonna mess with that. Yeah. We're just waiting on Andrew.
That is a loud pee.
It's so loud.
Super loud.
A lot of coffee. He did actually.
That was the longest pee.
Longest and loudest.
That's a pretty good one.
So Wes, I'm gonna do like a weird walk, and then we're also gonna try like a dead kind of walk. So you know.
This scene was definitely a little challenging with all of the timing and lightning cues since it's supposed to be one long unbroken shot to amplify the tension, but it was made easier by the use of walkie-talkies and talking through the cues on set.
Action, Shelby.
In order to kill any daylight spilling in through these windows, we had to pretty much gaff tape duvetine or trash bags to all of the windows. And for the lightning, we just gaff taped Hugh inside of duvetine with 2 nanlights. I know this is really funny, but we actually had to do it this way because if we were physically hitting the lightning from inside of the house, you could tell that the lightning was coming from inside the house, so we had to have that lightning coming in through those windows.
Drinking on set.
Drinking on set.
How was that?
It's not bad.
She like throwing up.
It's delicious.
It's been a good shoot. I hope you guys enjoy the movie.
I haven't done yet.
Well, I'm done.
Once we were done with that scene, it was time to move back down into the basement to shoot the final couple of scenes. While Hugh and Brian were lighting the basement, we were blocking out the entirety of the final scene, including the fight scene between Shelby and Andrew.
So I'm Andrew, right? Yeah. Okay, Mary, what the fuck? And then you turn around and you see me have your little creepy moment. Now they're on the floor. Pinning him down. She's on top of him. Somewhere around the board. He stabs her in the throat. Mary falls to the side. And then we have a blood gag where,
Yeah, right.
blood's
I'm
coming
pulling the
out.
blood. Right.
And what I was
And
thinking,
she wrestles him down.
yeah, what I was thinking maybe you could do if you're cool with it is you go in for the bite. Can you leap up and wrap
And
your
jump
legs
on
around
him.
it?
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
If you can bite, it's
Then
literally
he can kind of control us and get us down to the ground.
This scene with Andrew walking down the stairs gave us a lot of trouble, as the Ronin was just not cooperating with us whatsoever, on top of the difficulty of trying to walk backwards downstairs with a large camera attached to me. So after trying and failing with the Ronin over and over, I finally said screw it and threw the camera on a tripod in order to get the shot. Getting this set of shots set us back an hour and a half, and we were officially in crunch time, having to shoot the most challenging and difficult scene in just a few short hours. To cut down on cleanup time, we put clear wax paper or newspaper down everywhere we knew blood was going to go. This is something that I highly recommend if you don't want to spend hours scrubbing down floors. One huge challenge with the final scene is that these white eye contacts that we put into Shelby's eyes to make her look possessed made her completely unable to see. So in between takes, we had to physically guide her wherever she needed to go, and then while acting in the fight scene, Andrew kind of had to guide her movements.
5%.
I'm gonna do my best to make sure you don't have
I feel like I
Can you
just.
step out real quick, Hugh?
Fortunately, you're also lunging to my blind
Probably
side.
good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Blind
that's good.
motherfuckers.
Well, that's
Can we
okay.
just skip the running part and go to the ground? Get the close-ups with the contact?
Yeah. Just so we get all the contact
Just so we get all the
Yeah.
contact stuff out, and then get her running at Andrew and
I
then
would
send
really
herself
love
back.
contacts.
Yeah.
What's that?
She would like that.
Okay, yeah, let's do
Yeah,
that. That way.
let's do that.
I thought that was gonna make your brain explode. So if
No,
you're ready
no,
for that,
it's
let's
like-
do it then.
To help Shelby get out of these contacts quicker, we made the decision on set to shoot all of the close-ups where we would see her eyes in sequence, then we would shoot everything else where we wouldn't see her eyes in a close-up. Like this shot where Shelby runs and lunges at Andrew. This was shot after she took out the contacts, and we just digitally added the contacts in post.
So,
Let's talk through rehearsal.
gonna be like making noises, right?
Yeah, if you just grab your hand and you drop the knife.
And like maybe 2 seconds of that.
Do you want to
She's gonna come up and we're gonna end here on the neck.
She's gonna make contact on it. She's gonna actually bite his neck. Yeah.
Okay.
Can we
Okay,
give a
so
cue for
you know
lunch
you're
so
heading
that
in
they
like you
both
come
are on
in?
the same page?
Go forward, go forward,
Yes.
go forward.
Do you,
Yeah,
you wanna
right.
do
I
it?
can
Yeah.
feel like your
I'll
heat and
do
stuff,
it.
so I feel like.
Is that okay, Mike?
Follow my.
Right, just cue them.
That radio
Guys.
attack my male body.
Alright, guys,
everybody
listen,
quiet.
please. Listen.
I'm gonna cue you for the lunge, okay? That way you both hear me go lunge, and then you'll know.
Alright, here we go. We're rolling.
Action.
It seemed like good contact.
That was the perfect spot, Shelby.
Yeah, that looks good.
Alright, guys. All out. Go wild. Nuts. Screams. Grunts.
Okay.
Get into it, get into it, get into it.
Yeah?
The
She's
struggle is. Can you just
choking
mime
him.
it out? Like a
She's,
little bit?
she's on top of him, and he's.
So you're choking him? Just all over the place, Andrew. Like, fight for your life. Like,
Well,
But don't mess her makeup
yeah,
up.
yeah. Don't mess her makeup
Don't
up.
talk her in the
Don't
So
poke her in
pretty.
the eye.
Don't take her wig off.
I was gonna say, and Shelby,
Yeah.
can we just like cheat it so you guys are like falling into frame?
You're the MVP.
Like, so it's like, if we need to cut on the action, just start up from like
So
a.
basically, he does
Yeah,
a
yeah,
sit
yeah.
Andrew just does a sit up, and then you
Uh-huh.
fall back. So.
Oh,
action,
gotcha.
just from there.
Gotcha.
And then
Okay.
action, tackle.
Or like,
Yes.
So like in here, this
Uh-huh.
part of your hand.
Yeah.
If you take your hand, if you take this
Like-
thumb
Yeah.
and you push on that part of your like that. If you're pushing it, you get resistance.
Yeah, right.
And then it
Against
looks
each other.
like you're choking hand, but you're only holding your own hands.
Okay.
Camera's rolling. Camera's rolling.
And 9G, take one.
Tilt your head back.
Stand by.
Open. What'd you say? Swish.
Yep.
Open.
Dude, this makeup looks so good.
Yeah, guys, it looks
It's so crazy.
Okay, she's good.
Okay.
Everybody set?
Action.
Okay. I feel like we got enough struggling, right?
My problem is, like, I can physically lift her off of me and try not to make it that obvious.
Okay.
For the knife stab, we had 2 knives. The regular full-length one and one we would cut down to the handle to use specifically for the shot where we would see it go inside Shelby's neck. The idea here was to use a composite of the full prop knife with the cut in half one to create a shot where we would see the knife go into her neck. However, the shot ended up being so quick and angled where you couldn't really see the blade at all, so we ultimately didn't need to do this VFX shot.
Yeah, man, if he does that, you don't even have the VFX. Yeah. Rob's like, don't say anything. Go again. That looks pretty good.
Since we were behind schedule, Rob and Hugh headed upstairs to shoot out all of the green screen demon shots. Meanwhile, Em and Gianna applied the bite wound prosthetics to Andrew's neck.
Of course, she was talking with the mat, and every time we did, she knew me in the nuts like twice. That's fine.
And Sean joined us in the basement to film the blood gag where blood spurts out of Shelby's neck.
Yes. Okay.
Set.
Alright, see you going through.
Ready? Action.
Yep, sorry.
After we finished the blood gag, we took the contacts out of Shelby's eyes and then shot out all of Andrew's coverage with the neck wound.
Eyes again.
Everybody.
Yeah, I can see.
Here, you.
Yeah.
And then when you move back, we'll just jump. Yep.
Slate ready, we have no time on the camera for the camera.
Action. Yeah.
Cut.
Yep, cut.
Yep. Alright. Because we were super rushed on set just trying to get our shots finished, the struggle on the ground felt a little flat. So Andrew's coverage of this scene was actually filmed weeks later in Rob's barn, that way we could take our time to actually direct him.
Goodbye. Recuts of me getting choked. Take one.
And Brittany is actually the one dressed up in the clown costume that Andrew farted on.
Did you get it?
And of course, every little thing that could go wrong was going wrong, like the contacts not being able to go into Andrew's one eye, which created a visual effects shot for us later to paint his other eye white.
Action.
Okay.
That was good.
And finally, we were on the last shot of the night, which was getting the dolly shot on the basement door to reveal the demon.
Lock. Cut. How's that? Is that good?
Everybody like it?
Is that a wrap?
Is
That's a wrap. Okay, good job, everybody.
Yes. Good job.
All right, let's tear this shit down.
And that was indeed a wrap, which meant it was time to pack up all of the gear and for the makeup team to remove all of Kevin's demon makeup.
Damn meddling makeup artist. I don't feel too cold right now, strangely.
You're like shaking.
You're also,
You're also shaking.
No, I'm fine.
Oh, good.
Looks like I'm wearing fingerless gloves. Like I'm too damn cool. Get ready to bite. What do I do with the residue glue?
Soap and water, but you know what? Let me give you something to take with you if you want.
Hydrochloric acid.
Yeah, that'll clear it.
But that is going to do it for the on-set experience of Goodbye. Sign up to our Patreon and receive bigger, longer behind-the-scenes videos, which are exclusive to our Patreon supporters. The extended edition of Goodbye features over 7 minutes of exclusive behind-the-scenes footage. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment below, and we'll see you next week for another episode of Behind the Short.